Hi guys, Tully's ECGs, here with Rhys Simpson. What'd you play, what'd you do?
Hi, so I played Sunderland OTS Championship and I won with Snake Eyes, the best deck.
Straight into the profile?
Yeah, sure. So we have 3 Ash, 2 Poplar, 1 Oak, 2 Flamberge, Triple Black Witch, 1 Jet, Triple Wanted, Triple Bonfire, Original, 1 Temple, and a 1-for-1.
Any changes to the engine? Suggestions? How do you feel about it?
It was alright. I really wanted to play Monster Reborn, unironically. I was expecting a lot more mirrors. I played 2 mirrors today. And Monster Reborn would have came up. However, playing the one of in a 42 card build, which this is, I would probably want to play Thrust, which also would have came up today. It was very much hand trap oriented today. I was expecting a lot more board raiders, which there just weren't. There was more hand traps, and I just didn't play well enough.
Clearly the list worked.
But obviously, yeah, clearly the list worked. I know I won.
Yeah. On to the non-engine?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, take your time. On to the non-engine.
Triple Cross out. This card's good. Yeah. Saviour. Very much helped facilitate a lot of lines and definitely insulated the lines. Triple Imperm. This card's good again. Triple Mona. Triple Nib. Triple Ash. He's playing feet up. Triple Vela. Triple Draw. Triple Draw very much came up today. Not many people were expecting it. This by far is my favourite hand trap currently in the main deck. I wasn't a believer in the main deck till I played it today, and I've killed myself on it. Playing it in the side, if you play it in the side, then they're guaranteed to play around it game 2 or 3 because they know the fact you will side it in. If you play it in the main, they'll just play into it, and then they'll lose to it, which was a proven fact today. Yeah, Triple Nib, that's good. Vela, Mona, it's all pretty standard stuff. If like you Bell or like some of the more tier 2 decks get popular, I would possibly go back to banning Bestials, or maybe some sort of actual Graven interruption. Bell may have came up today, but wherever Bell could have came up, anything else won instead, and it just wasn't needed. So I wouldn't change anything for the hand traps. I think it was all quite good to be fair.
Any general notes for the main deck other than that?
Other Monster Reborn, ironically. No, Thrust maybe. No, I thought it was quite solid.
Yeah, pretty solved deck I'd say by now. It's been around for a while.
Very much so.
Do you want to get into the extra or the side next?
We can do the extra.
Go on then, extra deck next.
Oh, so you're just going red, crown red.
Link ones, Anima.
Rip out Link Rebo.
Rip Link Reaver.
Bring it back.
Heater and Dark. These were really cool. I got nibbed twice today. I got nibbed twice where it was impactful. Liner could have came up, but there wasn't really any need for it. When I got nibbed, it was mainly in response to things. I did misplay against against Ubel last round. It was Chainlink 1 popular to add. I Chain 2 Nib. I had to go through loops to get to this Poplar. And I added Temple, which was just wrong. I should have added Original and sent the Poplar that would have rescaled itself. I'm just silly.
Yeah. Final round, you were thinking too hard about it.
I am a time wizard, so I can win in time.
Stalling.
Hang on.
Right, keep it going.
Nightmare Phoenix, this card's good. It's general back removal. I don't like stun. It says draw a card. That's quite good. Yeah, back with the Raging Phoenix as well. That's good OPK line. SP and IP. It's self-explanatory. You use this in the combo. You make this on their turn as part of the combo. Yeah, this card's good.
Any opinions on 2SP?
2SP?
That's always a question that gets brought up.
2SP's alright.
Would you cut something for it?
On this list, probably not, no.
Okay, fair enough.
Maybe the last card, which not everyone's playing, I'd maybe cut that, and that's about it.
But we'll get to that.
Yeah, of course. 1 Princess. I was trying to Princess. You still need it. She recycles herself. This card's good enough as a one-off. If you want to play 2, you're probably too cautious with the deck, and you just need to not care enough. 1 Celine, this card's really good. I got hand trapped quite a lot trying to do the regular princess line, and then she got removed. So I had to revert to a Celine line to make a 2-man Atmo, and it just worked because he didn't have any interruptions to stop the Celine line itself with D-Bell. So I was like, nice. 1 Raging Phoenix, 1 Zelantis, and 1 Appaloosa. These are all standard. These are part of the OTK. You end on this one quite a lot. You go for this one turn 1.
Yeah.
Appaloosa you don't always go through, but it's nice to be there.
Zelantis beating Super Poly helps a lot. Now that Ubel is main decking it, being able to end on Zelantis, which is an interruption in itself, is quite nice.
I knew I was playing against Ubel, so I was like, turn 1. I very much had to focus on the Zelantis with the Flamberge line, because I was very much scared of the main deck Super Poly. Branded as well, if you're playing against the 50 card pile, which is like the most common one right now, there's a good chance you'll play mainly Super Poly. So this is quite good. Also, if you be able to Zelantis and do the SP, if they just don't deal with either of them. This is just a 2 pop in their battle phase.
Yeah, because obviously SP can just move herself around when she comes back. Yeah. Right, what else? Is that enough for the Link monsters?
That's all for Link monsters.
What else we got?
Got some spice.
Some spice?
Well, I think it's spice.
Go on then, show me it.
We have Formula.
Draw card.
Omega.
Dispetter. How many times did you pull off the loop 2?
It was 5 rounds. I played. Majority of it went to game 3. I did loop 2 like 4 times. I looped 1 a few times. I was playing against the Mirror round 3. I broke his board after I'd Omega'd him on my turn, and then I somehow made this power. I'll bring it back and I'll do it again. When I knew his last card was original, which he just added to my turn, so that was quite funny. This being able to draw a card, regardless of if you're going to do this line, is quite funny. It's alright. You can quite happily end on like this in a Flamberge. Flamberge bring back the IP. Then quick sync into a Dispetter, so you have a negate or pop there. And then also you've brought 2 bodies back. So the IP equals, it's like an SP or an Appaloosa with the Princess still life potentially.
Yeah.
So it's quite cool.
You know, speaking of Link Aribo, Rip Baron, Rip Savage, yeah?
Yeah.
Dragon players eating bad.
I miss my 3 synchros. Last card, Typhon. This card realistically didn't come out of order. I made it once as insurance in the Mirror. And it made him have to play around his own Flamberge a little bit because obviously he couldn't activate it. It's the only time I came out to do. I wouldn't play this really.
Yeah, this would be the cut for another SP or another Princess.
Yeah, this would definitely be the cut card for an SP or Princess, like you said.
Yeah. I mean, Typhon's nice. It's never wouldn't be a game.
Yeah, exactly. This card, it feels good to play, but it's one of them cards. It only does well when you need to do well. You don't just put this in and be like, oh, it's a really good card. Because it's not good against everything. It does nothing against you, Bell.
Yes. Full of 0 attack monsters.
Yeah, which is very much a prevalent deck right now. Even though it's not TL1, people still playing it.
It's popular. It's cheap. You know.
These are quite pretty as well.
Find your outs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, shout out the sleeves.
Sleeves.
Very pretty. Very nice to look at. Is that all the extra?
That's all the extra.
Any changes that we haven't mentioned?
Other than Typhon, no.
Pretty standard.
I'd like maybe try Liner, depending how popular voice this voice as well gets. But I don't.
Shout out Saphira.
Shout out Low.
Shout out Low. Shout out my bib.
She was praying for my win.
Alright, side deck.
Side deck. Leave that one till last. I'll leave that one. 3 droplets. Yeah, I'm sick of Tempai. This card's really cool. If needed, you can send your own back row and either fill things in grave, or you can trigger Flamberge like you send. It's quite cool.
For when you don't have DBL star available to send it.
Yeah, it's quite good with OTK as well. So you make everything small. That's about it. I've never actually sided this in today. Oh, sorry. That's a lie. I sided in going first against Tempai. Because, well, yeah.
If they can't summon, they can't kill you.
If they can't quick synchro, well, nice 750 bodies roughly.
Yeah, exactly.
2 Cosmic, 2 Twister, and a Duster. I was prepared for stun.
We hate stun in this house.
We do hate stun here. It's not very fun. Twister's quite cool, because again, you can discard a card, which is good. You can put things in grave if you need it. And because it targets Eva Spell Trap Zone, again, like the droplet, you can send your own things.
Yeah.
Which didn't come up at all today.
You know, if popping your Flamberge turns into 17 bodies on board,
yeah,
the discard is worth it.
It definitely works.
What else we got?
No more spells, on the monsters. 1 Kukara.
Searchable.
This is searchable.
Beats Pearly.
Yeah, it's like the best one of probably on the side. 1 Magnumus, 2 Jerusalem's.
What are the bestials for specifically?
Yeah, light sworn same play, I guess. It comes up against you, Bell. It hinders their combo ever so slightly. Against Tempai as well for playing the Bestials, that's quite decent. Especially if you go first and we go for like the Spheres pass line, which, don't get us wrong, is a horrendous embo, so you shouldn't care. But it means they don't get a summon off the Spheres. Other than that, you can like banish your... with the Dispatter, you can banish your own Deer Bell to have a body here. Then you can just Dispatter reborn it. Also, I wasn't playing it, but I was testing Skullmeister, which, you know, it's quite cool.
Yeah. Another hand trap in the list of playable things this format.
Yeah, exactly. I was trying to remember. I was playing an Axel line as well with this. I'm trying to remember the actual line itself. I just can't.
Someone will find it.
Oh yeah, it was probably. Yeah. I think it was like Ringo Worm or something. It was something daft.
We'll stick it in the comments or description.
Yeah, it was some like pile. It was bad. It was like a pile thing, but it meant this was Dispatter, banish from each other, bring them back, and still comboing. It was fine. This card came up once today. I put these in against the mirror as well. Sorry, these are quite cool because obviously if they have to go through Deerbell and then doing the Celine line, like I said already, you just interrupt them, and then we have to try and revert back to a Snake Eyes line through Princess. But then we're trying to do two different lines back into one. It just won't work. So we'll probably end on like maybe a Flamberge and an IP. If they're that good, but also if you're talking IP, you just say it's banished. Sorry, and then you just search.
Does have lots of implications in mirror.
Yeah.
Did hit Link Karibo.
It did hit Link Karibo. This adding Flamberge came up once today. That was quite funny. I like taking the Garnet out of my deck.
Last three cards, I like these.
Last three cards. Triple Skill Drain, baby.
And now what does Skill Drain do for the deck? Because you are a monster deck, you're a combo deck.
I have a combo deck, however, easiest one to think of, if they out my board them in, I'll pay 1,000. Please try hurt me anymore. I can play under Skill Drain because over level 1 to send for cost, so they will be resolving. You can drop it on a Skill Drain, which is quite cool. And also Tenpai, because they can't do anything when I've got a Skill Drain on board, which very much won me the game against Tenpai when I went first. Because I opened Wanted, Droplet, Skill Drain, Morna Vela. I wanted and draw Fizz and he ashed it, so I went set 2 pass. He goes no pay draft. I go flip Skill Drain. He goes pass. I'm like nice, okay.
And then we win that game.
And then we win that game. Because I top deck a temple, I activated it and I put Flamberge in my spell trap zone. And then he summoned the Chundra, so I just summoned Flamberge and he was like, I can't help this. I was like, my dragon's bigger than your dragon, I guess, buddy. And I just stopped beating other things, so that was quite fun. Skill Drain MVP, this Skill Drain's cool.
Which is weird because, you know, it seems counterintuitive, but I'm glad it worked out.
Yeah, if you need to as well, if this is becoming an issue, you just send it with an Ash or a Oak.
That is true.
Yeah, side deck I wouldn't really change. I like going... Personally, I play go second card to the side, but this is very much... This is like solid, it works.
Yeah, your engine wins going first anyway, so you may as well side
I'm a big fan of like more board breakers, but like monster ones, so I prefer like Change of Heart, Punk, you know, more like Minecon as well. Minecon's quite interesting because it's, again, but I'd also be playing into the Thrust package, which would be another thing to look into. I'd maybe try playing Birch again. Just being able to do things. Birch would facilitate making formula on their turn. It's fine.
It's another option.
Yeah,
something to think about it.
Yeah, it's not.
Fire is a very large card pool that you can delve into.
Yeah, there's a lot of things. At one point, I was trying Rekindling, and I believe it's I was a little level 4 fire, 200 defense. It revolves around monsters in the back row that continuous spells that can summon it. It's like Ekia the Flame Buddy or something like that. That was very much more in a pile fire deck. It wasn't very consistent, but it was something to work with. I think there was something there. But that'd be definitely something to go back into the lab and work with. Yeah.
End of the side deck? Any last words?
I picked this deck up today, realistically. I did not know what I was doing properly because I've not tested the actual deck. But I won. So this deck is very easy to play.
Any shout-outs before we go?
Shout out to my friend Joe McIntyre, who gave me the deck to play. And shout out to Team Mantra, the new...
Out of date hoodie.
Out of date hoodie, yeah. I'm an OG, what can I say?
Well, thanks for the profile. Congrats on the win.
Any questions from yourself?
I think we're all done.
If any questions?
You'll be in the
put
comments if you need
section. Absolutely. Shout out to 2DTC.
Subscribe, guys. Subscribe.